Hey guys, welcome to Neighborhood Picks. We're staying on the NBA today. Carmelo and I are going later on the Zoom. But before I talk to him, I have to say, I took the collar yesterday, went 0 for 2, and I'm just sitting here smiling today because the basketball gods have shined upon us once again with some amazing things to make it a really fun season. Um, Carmelo and I had this big conversation. If there was your life was on the line, and all the legends that played in the past had a super team, and you had all the active guys, who would your first pick be? And I said probably Greek Freak, and but Luka was close, and Carmelo said Luka. Then we got into this big debate the day before Game 7. We talked it out the right way, but none of us believed that Luka could really defeat Phoenix, a 64 win team. Like, could they really do it? We didn't think they belonged there. So now we go to Game 7 yesterday, and not only did they beat them, but Luka destroyed them. Luka had more points than the whole Phoenix Suns team by halftime. He had more points than their team. He had more points than Booker and Paul. He had more assists than Paul. He had more steals than Bridges in the series. He outperformed the whole team. You got to say that he might be the best player in the NBA. And that's not a little white lie. Pun intended. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. And you know what? It wasn't like I picked Dallas. I didn't pick Dallas. I picked Phoenix because just knowing the teams, I didn't think there was any way possible that Dallas could win. And my boy, the one other Maverick that I shouted out the day before, Spencer Dinwiddie, came through. First time since Shaq and Kobe in 2002, 20 years ago, that two teammates had 30 or more in a Game 7. Luka Doncic and Dinwiddie. So tremendous job to Spencer Dinwiddie. But we're going to preview the conference finals, but I'm still in shock. So now we got Golden State versus Dallas in the Western Conference Finals. So we're going to see some type of great history from the West. You're going to have Golden State, Steph Curry, and all those boys going for their fourth ring, and he's trying to catch LeBron because LeBron's at 4. That would be like, and if they could ever get to another finals and maybe win one, that would cement their dynasty, cement it, and even make it look worse for Durant too. That would be really interesting. So that's the West. So now you got Golden State going for a dynasty, or Luka Doncic, a one-man team going to the finals. That would be like some LeBron James Cleveland shit. So I know we're a little ahead of ourselves, but LeBron James got a kind of like a one-man team to the finals, and they got swept. So if Luka ever gets there and wins a championship or something, I don't see how that could happen. I think it's impossible. I have no clue how he could win next series or two more. So now in the Eastern Conference, we got the Miami Heat versus the Boston Celtics. I'm really looking forward to that one. That's going to be a 1997-ish war. You got all tough character players, good cultures, both sides, good franchises, high character guys from top to bottom, each team. It's going to be a hell of a series. I didn't look at any lines yet. I wouldn't be surprised if the over-unders are all under 210 for the series, 207, 206, maybe even. It's going to be low scores or predicted to be low scores. There's going to be games where nobody misses, I'm sure, and it's 120 to 107. But for the majority, you're going to see some great defense and some tough games. Now, the Boston Celtics. Here's my thing with the Boston-Miami series. I'm not making my picks yet, but we just watched Boston sweep the Nets. We know how good Durant and Kyrie are. Then we just watched Boston beat the defending champs, Greek Freak, down 3-2, won 2 in a row. I mean, I know Miami's good. They were in the finals 2 years ago, but how do we pick against Boston on that side? So right now, the West, I'm leaning towards Golden State, of course, but I'm watching the best player in the NBA, and his name is Luka Doncic. And now Boston, Miami, the only thing I'll leave you with is whose superstars are better. Jason Tatum's the best player on the court. So I'm leaning towards Boston. But we're just gonna start up. When Mel calls me later, we're gonna talk about all this, and we're gonna go down the line on the breakdowns of each conference series, stronger backcourts, front courts, coaching. We're gonna really break everything down for the conference finals. So I'm gonna reel myself back in, and we'll be going right throughout the night that they hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy. All right, neighborhood picks, like and subscribe. NBA season.